Hey, welcome. Today you're going to see the diet that has helped me lose fat while gaining muscle. I started 2 months and a half ago at 210 pounds and I'm currently sitting at 193 pounds. The best I have ever been, the best I have ever looked. And I still have around 13 pounds that I want to lose in the next 3 months and I'm going to stick to my current diet for that. I also have to add that I never watch a what I eat in a day video. I'm doing this because my wife told me to make it. So you're going to follow my format and I hope you like it. Let me go ahead and show you how I start my day and what I have for breakfast. Now, my breakfast is very rich in protein while having low calories and is very easy to make. I set the stove to around 5, sometimes 4, but this time we're gonna do 5 to make it faster. And I like to cook using avocado oil because it has 0 calories. Now, I'm not that great at cooking, but today we're gonna suppose I am, okay? So the first thing I do is to spray the pan a little bit. Now, if you get some oil around it, it's fine. Doesn't matter, we're gonna clean that after we're done. And now we're going to let the oil warm up a little bit. Now, some of the ingredients that we're going to be using for this breakfast are egg whites, shredded mozzarella cheese, and some cube ham. For the ham, we're going to do 2 ounces of ham. Now, you could do 4 ounces of ham, but I'm almost out, so I'm not gonna be able to do 4 ounces. So there we go, we have exactly 2 ounces of ham right there, which is a serving size of ham. So there we go, we have a perfect serving size of cheese right there, 28 grams, again, 80 calories for 6 grams of protein. Now, by this point, I could feel the oil is already warm, so I'm gonna start adding my egg whites, and I'm going to add 15 tablespoons of egg whites. Now we're going to use a spoon to mix everything around. First, I like to separate the egg whites from the pan, and I'm going to wait for the liquid part of the egg white to cook a little bit more before I add the other ingredients. Now, while the egg whites are cooking, I do have to let you know what my diet consists of. I'm currently eating 2,100 calories a day, and I'm trying to fit in 200 grams of protein in there. Now, 200 grams of protein is a lot of protein. Usually, I reach 185, 190, which is still a really good amount for my weight. You should always be aiming to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So at 193 will be the ideal. You get it. Now, currently how I'm seeing the egg whites, it's time to start adding the cheese. So I'm just gonna add the cheese around like this. I'm also going to throw in the ham, just like that. Now we're gonna start cutting everything apart like this. Now, I like to get my food a little bit toasted, so I'm gonna let it toast just for a little bit. I like to get that golden look on it. Now, by this point, I could tell it's ready, so I'm gonna turn off the heat. I don't know if the camera is picking everything up in there, but now we just add our food into our bowl. So this right here is my breakfast bowl. It smells delicious, tastes delicious, but my breakfast is not complete if we don't have my iced coffee. That's something I have every day, and it's non-negotiable because it also has caffeine, which is going to fuel me up in the gym. So let's make my iced coffee. Now, for my iced coffee, we're going to use 0 calories, caramel sauce. We're going to use protein iced coffee. You could pick this up on Amazon and it has 20 grams of protein for 100 calories. And it also has 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is going to give us a lot of energy at the gym. And then obviously we're going to use some milk. I'm using this Mutopia milk, which has 120 calories for 13 grams of protein. Now we'll also be adding my creatine onto this. This is unflavored creatine, so it won't ruin my coffee and it will give us our creatine that we need for the day. In total, this whole breakfast has 482 calories and it has 75 grams of protein. So 75 grams of protein for 482 calories on a delicious breakfast. You can't beat that. Let's go ahead and eat it. This is so good. You can't make it up. The coffee is so good as well. I actually missed my coffee a lot because I had run out of the caramel coffee and I just purchased it and it's so good. But I ate this so fast. I'm almost done. I gotta get the last pieces of it. It's so good. That's it. Nothing left. I know that a lot of people like to go to the gym fasted. I personally like to eat. I read somewhere that if you work out fasted, yes, you might burn more calories or more fat, but your body will try to make up for that during the rest of the day. So it might slow down your metabolism, or it might just make you lazier that day or make you hungrier. So at the end of the day, do what works for you. And look at that, we just reached 215 subscribers. So I don't know what you're doing if you're not subscribed right now. Alrighty, we're all done and it's time to head over to the gym. Let's go. I'm waiting for the Jeep to warm up and I'm gonna tell you something, and I genuinely believe this from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to put yourself through a diet to lose weight. You could eat whatever the you like as long as you control yourself, as long as you have the discipline to say no, okay? The self-control to say no to the fourth slice of pizza, to the third or fourth taco. As long as you're able to say no and you're counting your freaking calories, you will be able to do it. And that self-control, that discipline is part of the process. You will be tempted. Many of you are starting your workout journey or your fitness journey, or maybe you've been in it. Maybe you started it 2 months ago, 1 month ago. You're about to start, you're planning it. You have to be able to resist the temptation. If I had a magic button, and this might hurt a lot of you, if I had a magic button that would get rid of temptation, I wouldn't fucking
suppress it. I will keep it because that's just part of it. As a man and as a woman, if you're a girl and you're watching this, becoming a grown-up, becoming an adult is being able to say no to temptation. I actually forgot to tell you all, but I live in a town called McAllen, Texas. And if you've seen Tyler Oliveira or Jesse James West, you will see that McAllen, Texas is actually the most obese city of America. I live in the fattest town of this country. I know all about fast food being in every corner. We're actually in the top 5 cities with fast food access of the whole country and #1 on obesity rate. Trust me, guys, I know how hard it could get when everybody around you is not helping your cause. But that's why the force has to come from inner and not from outside. You have to be able to beat your surroundings and not become a victim of them. But we are now here, getting to the gym, and we're gonna hit some chest, tricep, and shoulder workout.
Once at the gym, we started with the typical classic bench press. I did 3 sets to failure, and most of the exercises I did were to failure. After that, I wanted to do incline bench, but it was taken, so I did this machine instead, pretty similar to an incline. And then, of course, I went over into the cables and I did some cable flies. Now, in the cable flies, I didn't do 3 sets to failure. I did 6 sets, but I did 2 sets from different positions. So 2 sets from the bottom, 2 sets from the middle, and 2 sets from the top, you know, trying to get that chest pump. The chest is definitely something I gotta work on. And right here, the audio was crap, but I was getting a pump on my bicep and I was getting arm pains and I wasn't even doing biceps. Makes no sense, right? But now it's time to do triceps. We started with the skull crush or whatever it's called. I used to say skull crunch, but then I got corrected. I always try my best to get the best form possible. Sometimes my shoulders doesn't let me. And also I've been learning, guys. I'm learning. I've been working out for less than 3 months right now. Then we went ahead and did this tricep overhead extension or whatever it's called. I used to do this with the dumbbell, but it started getting so heavy that it was just uncomfortable. And obviously we had to finish it up. Or is that how you say it? Finish it up? Round it up? I don't know. We had to go do the tricep pull down, okay? On this machine, this is a 1-on-1. This is my first set that you're seeing here. I did 3 sets of this to failure. And then I went ahead and did shoulders. I did lateral raises first with the cable, but for some reason I didn't record that. Instead, I recorded this front dumbbell rise, and then I got like a good pump on my shoulders. I don't know if you can see how rounded they look, which makes me excited for the future when I'm leaner. Maybe I have like 3D shoulders.
I just finished the workout, Taylor workout. We spent 1 hour and 30 minutes, and now it's time for lunch. And I think you guys are going to be surprised by what I'm going to have for lunch. Let's go. All right, guys. So I just got my lunch, and I want you to comment down below what you think I got for lunch. My English is not the greatest, so you need to subscribe to make my English better. Before you go ahead and give me an answer in the comments, I'm going to show you what I got for lunch already. Well, actually, it's supposed to be after you give me an answer. Forget about it. Here's what I got for lunch. You'll be surprised. Chick-fil-A. Fast food, Chick-fil-A. This meal, this is a whole meal with a drink, with a side. This meal has one of the best macros you will ever see for fast food. And Chick-fil-A is one of those places where you can get great meals with a lot of protein and low calories. And I'm going to show you guys what I got in just a second. A 12-piece grilled chicken nuggets. I believe this has like 210 calories. And it has a lot of protein, and it also has mac and cheese with bacon crumbles in it. Now this whole meal, the whole meal without the drink, because it is a Coke Zero, the whole meal is, I think, 695 calories, and it has 58 grams of protein. I think that's a good balance between food that is delicious and food that has a lot of protein. Now realistically, you can make this at home and it might have way less calories and maybe even more protein, and it's going to be cheaper. Of course, I'm not telling you to go buy fast food every day. It's not good for your wallet, and if you're on a budget, this is not budget friendly at all. But I wanted to show you guys that you could eat what you like and still be able to get in shape, you know, in the process. If you ever have the chance, try the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. You'll come back to this video and you will thank me. I know. It's delicious. And I know I keep saying delicious throughout the video, but my English vocabulary is so limited that I only get a couple adjectives here and there, and I have to like recycle them and reuse them. My English vocabulary is not delicious. This thing is. I just finished the mac and cheese. Now, realistically, we have 1,000 calories left for the day. We could probably afford a dessert. I don't want some dessert. I'm actually really full right now. So I'm gonna go home because it's time to work.
It's been like 6 hours since I last ate because I've been working here. I've been sitting on my computer non-stop. My wife is already home and she's cooking, and it's going to be a surprise. So we will figure it out if what we have for dinner fits into our calorie budget and if we'll have some leftover to have some dessert. Guys, here's the delicious dinner my wife just made me. This is turkey with white rice and fries, and this dinner is 560 calories for 58 grams of protein. So exactly the same protein that our Chick-fil-A had, but this one has over 100 calories less. So look at it. I'm about to eat it all. I'm still here on my computer working, so I'm gonna have to eat this alone but definitely a lot of food. So you can't say that low calorie food is not gonna fill you up, because this is a lot of food, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I took the first bite and I forgot to hit record. It's so good, guys. I love the white rice that my wife makes. The turkey's a little bit warm still, so I'm gonna wait for it to cool down, but just the white rice is so good. Now I'm gonna do a little trick for you guys. You see this whole plate right here? Watch. There we go. It's empty. Actually, that transition was probably horrible because I moved the phone all around. I'm recording with the phone. But yeah, guys, this dinner was delicious. Shout out to my wife. And it was very low in calories. And as you can see, it had almost 60 grams of protein, putting us at a total of 190 grams of protein for the day. And I think around 17 or 1800 calories. There will be a counter somewhere on the screen. So that means that we have room for dessert. Are we gonna have dessert homemade? Are we gonna go somewhere and get some dessert? We can go get ice cream. All right, guys, so I'm almost going to bed in like 1 hour or two, and I'm gonna have this little dessert right here. This is a tiramisu or whatever it's called. It has 210 calories and it has 4 grams of protein. I'm gonna eat it because of how good it is, not because of the protein itself. But we still have 150 calories left for the day. So if we wanted to have some milk or, I don't know, a drink or even another dessert, we could have it. I'm not hungry right now, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna fill up that little sweet tooth after having dinner earlier. All right, so I already started eating it, guys. It's so good. I ate this, not gonna lie, in less than a minute. It was so good. 210 calories, not bad. 4 grams of protein. And for now, I think that's all I'm gonna eat today, guys, which is gonna leave us a bigger deficit than I planned, because I only wanted a 400 calorie deficit, but I'm gonna have around a 550 calorie deficit. It's always an estimate, but there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy what I eat in a day, trying to lose fat and gaining muscle, doing it actually, not just trying. And I'm gonna stick to this diet. Maybe I have to lower my calories in the future, but what I really plan doing is, instead of lowering my calories, is increasing my cardio or adding cardio, because I have stopped doing cardio. I'm just doing weights and doing my deficit with that. But yeah, as I lose weight, I'm gonna burn less calories during the day, so I'm gonna have to increase my cardio to make up for that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Give me your suggestions. What would you like to see next? What would you have done with your 2000 calories that I didn't do? Let me know down in the comments, and remember, be natty.